Giving up is always an option. I know a lot of people will not agree with me on this one, but just give me a chance to explain to you what I mean. The discipline to stay on course is about training ourselves to make choices that are in line with the dreams that we have, to make choices that are in line with the goals that we have, to make choices that are in line with the visions that we are pursuing. One thing that is guaranteed about this journey is that you will encounter obstacles. In an obstacle course, you encounter a series of obstacles that when you overcome, you get closer to the goal. When you overcome the next obstacle, you get closer to the goal. When you are able to maneuver your way around the next obstacle, you get closer and closer to the goal. In my book, Push by Passion, I have a chapter about the laws of motion. And one of the laws of motion, which is taken from the work of Sir Isaac Newton, the physicist, says that for every force, there is an opposite equal force. For every action that you take, there's going to be an opposite reaction. So we must expect that in whatever things we do in pursuing our goals, and whatever things we do in trying to get to where we want to be, the future that we imagine, there is going to be obstacles that we'll encounter. And what is most important is the discipline to stay on course, because giving up is always an option. So when we talk about the discipline to stay on course, we are talking about the choice that we have to make on a daily basis to continue pursuing our goals, to continue pursuing our dreams, regardless of the circumstances or the obstacles that we encounter. Because when you encounter obstacles along the way, you may be discouraged, you may be frustrated, and when that happens, the option to give up sometimes looks much better than the option to continue. So that is the decision, the choice that we have to make on a daily basis. Maybe you are a student, and because of all that is happening right now, you feel like maybe I should have deregistered because it seems like it's just too much. But it's a choice that you have to make. If you want to make it to the finish line, you've got to choose to stay on course on a daily basis. Maybe you are writing a book and you feel like you're not being inspired to write anymore. But the discipline to stay on course is a choice that you have to make on a daily basis. And sometimes these things are just feelings that are passing. What will enable us to succeed is not how we feel about what we're doing. It is about the choices that we make, the decision that we make to stay on course and continue pursuing the dream, and continue putting effort and continue putting time into building the future that we imagine. That is the discipline to stay on course, and that is a choice that you have to make on a daily basis, because you may sleep today having had one of the best days of your life in the pursuit of your dream, and when you wake up the following day, the day becomes the total opposite of what you had the day before. Do you give up now because things are not happening the way you expected them to happen? You have to choose to stay on course. It will get hard, it will get tiring, but the decision, the discipline to stay on course is a choice that you have to make on a daily basis. Even if it's hard, if you still believe that it is worth it, choose to stay on course. Even if it seems like it's not going to happen, but if you believe in the dream, if you believe in the vision that you have, if you believe in what you want to do, if you believe in where you want to be, choose to stay on course on a daily basis, because giving up is always an option.